What happened to the black sheep of your family? My sister Maya was always the family disappointment. While my brother became a surgeon and I got my MBA, Maya bounced between random jobs: barista at Starbucks, dog walker, part-time bookkeeper. She lived in this tiny studio apartment above a laundromat, driving a beat-up Honda with duct tape holding the bumper on. At every single family gathering, someone had to mention her wasted potential. Ja, make her story auch right sing. To mention Hawkers by the mom would do this dramatic sigh and say, if only Maya would apply herself like her siblings. My dad would shake his head and mutter about how she needed to get serious about life. Maya would just sit there quietly, nodding along while they picked apart her choices. She never fought back, never defended herself, just helped clear dishes and changed the subject when things got too uncomfortable. The criticism got worse after she turned 30. Most people have their lives figured out by now. My aunt would say, when are you going to stop playing around and get a real career? Then about 6 months ago, Maya started showing up to family events looking different. Better clothes, professional manicures, new jewelry, nothing too flashy, but definitely an upgrade from her usual thrift store wardrobe. Everyone assumed she was going into debt trying to appear successful. My cousin Sarah even whispered to me at Easter, she's probably maxing out credit cards to keep up appearances. The designer handbag started appearing 3 months ago. First a Coach bag, then a Louis Vuitton. My relatives were getting more concerned about her supposed financial irresponsibility. Last Sunday at my graduation party, my Aunt Linda finally decided to stage an intervention. She cornered Maya in the kitchen while everyone was outside celebrating. Maya, honey, she said in that condescending tone she always used. We're all worried about you. Those knockoff designer bags don't fool anyone. You can't fake success forever. Maya looked up from refilling the ice bucket and actually laughed out loud. You think these are fake? Aunt Linda nodded knowingly. Sweetie, we know you can't afford real designer bags on a dog walker's salary. That's when Maya pulled out her phone and opened her banking app. She turned the screen toward my aunt and said calmly, is $800 enough to afford real bags? I happened to walk into the kitchen right at that moment and saw my aunt's jaw literally drop open. The number on the screen was real, no question about it. What is this? Aunt Linda stammered. My checking account, Maya said, putting her phone away casually. By now, other family members were filtering into the kitchen, sensing drama. My mom pushed through, asking what all the commotion was about. Maya reached into her purse and pulled out a receipt. I've been flipping luxury handbags online for the past 4 years. This Hermes bag cost me $12,000 yesterday. I'll sell it to a collector in Tokyo for $18,000 next week. The kitchen went completely silent except for the sound of my dad dropping his beer bottle. I started with $200 from my tips at Starbucks, Maya continued, her voice steady and confident in a way I'd never heard before. I'd buy authentic vintage pieces from estate sales and consignment shops and research their value and resell them to collectors worldwide. My brother, the surgeon who always acted like he was the smartest person in the room, looked completely stunned. That's impossible. You can't make that kind of money flipping purses. Maya shrugged and smiled, that patient smile she'd perfected over years of family criticism. I averaged $15,000 profit per month last year. This year I'm on track for $25,000 monthly. She opened her phone again and showed us her eBay seller profile. Over 3,000 positive reviews, 99.8% feedback rating, categories like authenticated vintage Chanel and rare Hermes collectibles. Turns out all those years you called me directionless and lazy, I was actually learning authentication techniques, building relationships with dealers in 6 different countries, and studying luxury goods markets. My mom sat down heavily in the nearest chair. Why didn't you tell us? Would you have listened? Maya asked gently. Every time I tried to explain what I was working on, you'd change the subject to my brother's latest surgery or my sister's promotion. Dad tried to recover. Dad, we always knew you were smart, honey. We just wanted you to have stability. Maya picked up her latest purchase, a pristine vintage Chanel bag worth more than my monthly salary. I have stability now, and I learned more from your doubt than your support ever could have taught me. She looked around at all of us, her expression somewhere between triumphant and sad. I'm buying a house next month. Cash. Thanks for always believing in me. Art Tiaf. Techies lost.